Look at you, baby dolls. Welcoming you back to the rocket ship on our way to the moon. The Bitcoin price is still green on the weekly super trend. And there are a few things we're going to have to discuss here, friends, because I've been checking out some other crypto channels and they're like, wow, you know, this thing has never happened before. Truth is, friends, there's always a moving average that has never happened before. There's always an indicator that is tweaked a bit, that has bounced and didn't bounce. Oh, this thing's never happened before. Every single time, man. And you go through stock market books, friends, for the past 100 years, like, oh, we've never had 3 days up followed by 5 days down. People always throw this stuff out, okay? So I'm not really concerned about those. All I care about is trusting the super trend. Now, the stock market is up, which is healthy. We need the Russell 2000 to continue onto its way for friendship and kindness because it needs to break that high. That's obviously what we're looking for. We're still looking at that Bitcoin dominance, still sitting around this extreme dangerous part. Now, of course, friends, the Bitcoin dominance can still keep ticking up, but it's not about trying to like nail that exact point in time when things turn around. It's more about the idea. It's the idea that Bitcoin's just another layer 1 chain. And ultimately, the market's eventually going to come to realization of that too. This is the others BTC. It is still grinding down here. Of course, we'd love it to be much higher, but maybe we just have to let September play its part. Now, check this out. Yeah, bro, Hex is totally dead, dude. No use case, too much inflation, and Binance won't list it. So this is exactly the type of attitude everyone has when there's red candles, and there's nothing else you can do about it except let it all play out. And I just wanted to remind you as well, okay? In 2020, you were significantly rewarded for believing in DeFi principles. Because DeFi wasn't even around. It was new. It birthed. Okay? Your number went up. Some say, we'll play some pump music for it as well, friends. We need some pump music, okay? We need it. Now, in this year, though, if you believed in DeFi principles, you got crushed. You literally got put in a rocket ship to the sun. Ethereum, cucked. ETHBTC, cucked. I mean, ETHBTC, friends, is cucked beyond imagination. It's down to 0.04. It is getting absolutely caned. Absolutely caned, friends. This is the longest downtrend in history. I'm just going to delete these. It's getting annoying. Longest downtrend in history, friends. I mean, we're now down to 371 days. I mean, this is an abomination, really. This is nuts. So Ethereum's downtrends, they have happened in the past, but you've had nice pumps that have happened before it to at least justify it. Now, you got to check out Ethereum, and ETHBTC, friends, is down 75% after 8 years. Whoa, you have round tripped, bro, since, oh my gosh, March 17. And by the way, if ETHBTC, friends, goes back down to 0.035, you have round tripped to 2016. Oh my gosh, that's a 9-year round trip. Vitalik, you're going to have to rein in the little poopy heads. And what does that mean, friends? Well, a lot of layer 2 chains are parasites. And that's why I think everything is really going to turn around, friends, because I just want to show you that Vitalik, friends, it's pretty obvious what he's said between the lines, but not even between the lines. We're going to go through it now. Vitalik said he will no longer shill parasite layer 2 chains that are centralized. I mean, he even says it he himself, the 4,000 IQ. Look at this. He goes, "No, take this seriously. Starting next year, I plan to only publicly mention layer 2s that are stage 1 plus. It doesn't matter if I've invested or if you're my friend." He's basically saying you're all parasites, okay? The era of roll-ups being glorified multi-sigs is coming to an end. So he's literally, friends, look, this is him talking. Look at the top part. I'm going to read it for you. The ecosystem standards need to become stricter. So far, we have been lenient and accepted any project as long as it claims to be on a path to decentralization. You see that? By the end of the year, I think our standards should increase and we should only treat a project as a roll-up if it has actually reached stage 1. Now, friends, Coinbase, all these other chains, he's going to ghost them. He's literally going to ghost them. Now, what does that mean? Does that mean their network effects go to 0? No, but it does make you think about how strongly committed they are to get the Ethereum price Ponzi to go up. Price matters, friends. We all know price matters. You know, two years ago when the merge came, I mean, I was out here in the crypto bear market, and I was saying, look, man, Ethereum's cool. I love all of yous. I'm just letting you know, if ETH's price was 90% lower, all of yous would be shutting your mouths. You'd have no high horse to stand on. And the truth is that without the price going up, no one gives a shit. Okay, if there's no value creation, you don't even have a job, bro. You could literally got to go work, drive through McDonald's again and yell to the sky about decentralization. So, but here's the thing, friends. When you're like filled with this cockiness and euphoria of the green candles, you can't possibly imagine that other people can be right, or you can't even imagine that your turn is about to basically going to do a U-turn. Now, I want someone to throw this at your way, friends. So even though there are, yes, these growing pains and stuff with ETH and everything pushing forward, I think you're still a cuck if you are giving up on everything. Look at this, though. Lil Xan, friends, a rapper. You remember Lil Xan is this little white kid here. He's got like tattoos and stuff. He has rugged for, wait for it, $700 for a meme coin. You know what, bro? I'm going to play some nice angel music for you. I can't believe it. Is this how low we've come? A celebrity rapper has come in and taken $700 dues. Oh, how the mighty have fallen, friends. Lil Xan, more like Lil Poop. Now, of course, the chain of choice is Solana. And you have Pump Fun, which is Jeet Fest as well. But you got to remember, friends, once again, getting the message out here. Okay, this is my face, obviously, when I'm not in the astronaut helmet suit. This is the Pokemon's. Winning investors, right? Winners invest in a crypto community. Losers invest in a narrative. Okay, remember that. You don't forget that. And a good example we can use here, friends, is OG615 Landwolf. Now, this is the price chart here, friends. It was fascinating. A good example out here. Look at this. Look at this. By the way, this thing just capitulated. I just woke up one day. It was literally gone to zero. Like, what the hell? Why did it capitulate? Just down, bam, 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 down 40, 50%. It turns out someone made a fake rumor. I'm not going to tell you their names or anything. Anyway, some chick made a fake rumor that Landwolf is now migrating. The team's migrating to a Landwolf on Tron. I'm like, no way anyone's going to believe that, bro. There's like 15 vampires. Unfortunately, some soy boys did believe it. And guess what? They sold the bottom, and then it just bounced up off their panic bottom. Well, it went up 80%. Now, remember, friends, there are vampires everywhere, okay? So it's a good thing to look at these memes and just remember why you're here, okay? So this is, you're investing in a community. That's what we're writing in the community, not a narrative, okay? Even though it looks like, oh, you know, Matt Fury and stuff. Yeah, Pepe's powerful. But I think it's important to look at this, okay? So BlockchainBoyy, friend of the channel, friend. So Lukey Dimos, so BlockchainBoyy, right? He recently took his loss on Solana Landwolf, okay? Now, there's a Landwolf that came out on Solana, and this is what ended up happening to it, friends. It ended up pumping up. Everyone said the market had chosen. They used my line, 230 million market, and then dropped down 95%. Okay, he basically took his loss. He took a loss on it. Now, you got to remember, this Solana had 50 influencers on there, many influencers, and we found out, man, I'm not going to mention one of the girls' names. She was dumping on everyone at the same time. She dumped for like 40 or 50 or 60K. So all these people were dumping, very unfortunate. And they even got themselves sponsored on Crypto Banter Show. They had a sponsored segment. They had a show there. It was like at the end of a Friday. Did it matter? No. There's no believers, friends. There's no believers. So this, though, this is where we can learn from this. Okay, so Lukey, what he said is, I asked him, I go, bro, you've taken a loss. I go, what you can do is take 1/3 out, not financial advice. What I would do is take 33%, rotate it into OG Landwolf on mainnet Ethereum. It's only 2 million market cap. And use the other 66%, 2/3, go throw it in whatever you want. And I said that to him. And his first response, because this is what happens after you take a loss, right? You're very salty. His first response, he goes, he doesn't feel like it because he thinks that the Matt Fury narrative needs to be multi-chain. Those was his words. Okay, I know what he meant by that, by the way. It means, translation, I have seen Solana run up for 12 months in a row. I incorrectly think that means it's a sign of strength, Whereas everybody else is looking at FTX distributing on everyone, and these girls with the Solana house thinking like, okay, you've now run for 12 months, you've captured everyone's attention, but everyone's attention is going to move on to something else. So people don't normally think like that. People aren't contrarian by default, friends. People are looking at this and they extract linearly. That's what they do. But you already saw Tron was able to take like 40% of Solana lunch immediately because people were getting bored. You can even look at this example, friend. Nero, which is a dog coin, right, on mainnet Ethereum, it's the biggest values on mainnet ETH. And I also mentioned here, Vitalik will shill Ethereum mainnet more. He made in his recent post, he was going to stop shilling Coinbase, right? So I mentioned about this strategy here, and I'm just showing you this example. When you have all these big advantages here, being on mainnet Ethereum, you have the this OG 615 community, they got rugged 3 times, and they made an official one. Okay, now there's like 15 vampires. Look at these advantages. It's cheap, 2 million market cap. Jeets have sold. It creates original memes. There's 6,500 Telegram members still there. The community has 10 ETH in the Treasury. That's also funny. People are so despondent that they now think a tax is bearish. I'm like, bro, do you know what the tax does? Do you know it's a public wallet? It's got 10 ETH in there. Okay, you know it's going to have 20 ETH one day from Jeet selling. Okay, get a calculator out. What is 20 ETH times $10,000? Okay, that's 200K. Do you know how cheap prostitute KOLs are in a bull market cost, friends? 2 grand. So there you go. You've literally already got 100 bribes. By the way, that's worst case, man. That's like, I'm just telling you, like, in a very crude way. Someone who comes in complete, like, you know, cold-blooded reptile, you know, and they're thinking, okay, how can you expand the network effect? This is literally bare bones. This is like you basically want to exit. You know, you can just do that. I'm just showing you, but you need people believe, okay? So I put the V post here, the V chart here, and I also mentioned, right, coins can go to 0 and they can be abandoned, of course. Here is the address and everything out here, but obviously have replies here from Landwolf official stuff. Look at this. I got fried, bro. Yeah, man. So, Lukey, you gotta understand, friends, this is, what I'm doing is just helping you kind of like modify how you think about a loss. So, it's kind of like, if there's people out there, friends, let's say they bought Bitcoin at 60K. And they wanted to take their loss at 30K. Well, I would say, let's say they put in 20 grand, they've only got 10,000 left, you know? And I would say, look, man, instead of just like taking everything out, leave like 3 grand in just a random shitcoin. You know, leave it in like a high leverage shitcoin, just in case if Bitcoin comes back, maybe this thing flies 30x, you make back all your money and more. You know, this is the type of mentality you're going to have if you want to make it through these, because taking a loss, letting it consume you like this, it basically takes away a bit of your soul. And in crypto, man, you can't give up. You literally can't give up, friends. We're literally at the foot of a bull market, right? Technically, you're already in one, but you get the point, right? You can't give up now. And I'm sure you saw the news before. Why can't you give up now, friends? Well, Jim Cramer, right? He said, I think Kamala Harris has a really good shot. And, you know, this is not making this up. He literally said it. He thinks Kamala Harris has a really good shot. And I know, of all the global liquidity index and all this other news, friends, this is really important, man. Like, oh my God. Like, he's literally just handing it to us on the platter. In other news as well, gold has been pumping, which is making people concerned, friends. Now, gold pumps, it's like the doomsdayer, right? When gold pumps up. But there is a chance gold does this pattern, right? Where it goes up, it stops and distributes here, comes back down at next year by the top of our bull market, and then it continues up in our bear in 2026. And it keeps going up. So it can do that. It's the going back for that retest, all right? But I'm just showing you that gold is pretty much loading up the future doom, okay? But there's nothing to be concerned about now, friends. But look, even when it's darkest, man, when it's darkest, the sun's about to come up. And you can even see this just from like the hex pumping, friends. You know, the hex pumping. So this, man, look at this. Look at this, the damage that got done from Richard Hart tweets, okay? And look at this, man. We are yelling about this tiny move. But I know, everyone laughs like, oh, but you're not up 1,000x. Doesn't matter, man. Look at the energy already. What? Oh, let me ask you this, okay? Let me ask you this. This is just EHEX, man. Imagine PulseX and EHEX. Okay, this thing is up, what? It's up like 80% from today. Okay. What do you think would happen if this thing was up 600% from today? What do you think is going to happen if Pulse, for example, let's actually go back and see, Pulse is below day one sack, and we have the price chart here. How loud do you think people are going to be if this thing does 200%? If this thing does 800%? Okay, how loud do you think everyone's going to be? Do you think people... Look how loud we are now, man. Friends, we're literally... Look how tiny. I'm just going to put this in perspective, dude. We're loud on this, okay? What the hell do you think our voices are going to be doing if we actually shoot up there? Like, I don't know the answer. I'm just telling you. To me, not financial advice, I am dressed up like an astronaut. It's a good bet to me. To me, it's a good bet. Throw it in some sort of exposure. Okay, you can't afford anything, throw $1. Can you afford $1? Okay. I think it's a good bet. You're risking everything. That's why it's a lottery ticket, right? Crypto, very, very risky. But your upside, man, the reward is freaking huge, friends. You know it's big. And look at the stuff we've gone through and we've survived, friends. Remember, a year ago, August 2023, OKEx delisted PulseChain. Okay, it literally delisted it at the bottom. You know, a lot of people message me. They go, I'm done. And I'm saying, look, bro, I want to walk away too. I want us to be higher. I'm just telling you right now, bro. Delistings are bullish. We got a cult here, bro. And you gotta understand how much of a retard I look. Still look. You know, I'm just looking like a peanut brain. I'm saying, guys, I know the price is going down. I know there's these soy boy whales, man, but they're fucking retarded. Do you understand? They don't know what they're doing. I can see what they're doing. They're going to chase what's hot. They're going to get destroyed, and they're going to come back and buy in later. Minus 99% couldn't kill this cult. You understand? They couldn't kill it. Richard disappearing couldn't kill it. Nothing can kill it. It's unkillable. It's literally invincible at this point. I'm not even joking. But when you're looking at nasty red candles like this, and then Gary Gensler saying, yes, you're all securities, yes. I know. You don't feel great coming out here and posturing. But friends, they're wrong. The market's wrong. The market is wrong. Now, here's the thing. You're right to feel that way because I feel that way too. I'm just telling you you're wrong for clicking sell. That's it. You're wrong for clicking sell. You're allowed to feel sad. You're wrong for clicking sell. Okay? That's it. You're right to feel good if Bitcoin's 200K. You're wrong for mortgaging your house and taking on 300x leverage. Okay? You see that? Friends, it's just like if you have a friend and then they're late to your birthday party. Oh, you're meant to come at 7. You came at 8. Okay. You're right to feel upset. But for you to like block and delete that person from your life and maybe like cut them off completely and then ghost them, I think that's the wrong decision, just personally. I think you're overdoing it a bit. That's what I think. Okay, that's literally, that's markets in a nutshell, friends. Also, if you go on a date with a girl and maybe it's going good, and then on the third date she says, I think I like you, and she sends you 2 love heart emojis, you are right to feel good about it. Maybe hold off on buying the ring, right? Don't even think about marriage. You know, it's a bit early. Okay, it's second date. You've barely eaten an ice cream. See what I mean? This is markets, friends. Markets, people act synchronicity. You know that word? Synchronicity. In sync with their actions. Okay, how they act and how they feel is the same. They feel shit, they sell. They feel good, they buy. We're not here to do that because that's losing, man. That's literally what losers do. After PulseChain got delisted, we did have 520% rally. Okay, you literally couldn't get a more bullish point. Oh, OKEx delisted, buy. Now, of course, we round tripped, but I'm just telling you, we're at the same point right now. Aren't you glad we're turning it around? Make sure you like, subscribe, belly button, or catch you in the next one.